But tonight is the night that my beautiful creature is destined to be born!
So tonight is the night my beautiful creation is destined to be born. Hello and welcome into another video. Right, this is something I've been working on for 4 to 6 weeks. I think I've completed it and I think it's to my specification and my liking. So basically what is it? It is a dual A500 mini and C64 mini. I'm going to say console. It's housed in an original Amiga 500 case. Now the case originally I bought from a car boot sale for a tenner a couple of years ago in Runcorn. It was smashed, the front grille was smashed, so I painted it and it was a bit of a crappy paint job, to be honest with you. And it went in the loft many years later, soon to be forgotten about. So lately I've just got it out, and a couple of months ago I've done a video on it just to basically show you, what it was. And someone just said, well, a few people said just have it on display and stuff like that. And then I seen Retro32's website. He had a little Arduino board which essentially made the A500 mini work with an original Amiga 500 keyboard. So I thought, yeah, that is all good and well, that I, really spot on. And I thought I just can't really stop there. How about I make it into a dual, sort of a one whole console. Now the Arduino board does not work with the C64, but I'll get onto that later on. That is not a problem. So yeah, what I've done first of all with the keyboard is I just sprayed it matte black, sort of thing. I got some stickers from 4keyboard.com, and then it was onto the inside. Now I have slightly cut some of the inside of the case. This case is not going to be used as its original, well, in its original state. So I just thought I'd just cut a few little things here and there. So if you're sort of like squeamish, look away now because I'll put them on screen. It's just filing a few things off, basically stuff like that. The key as well, I had a dodgy key on the that was sort of battered, and it was I've replaced that anyway. So keyboard's all nice and black now. Nice set of keyboard stickers on there. I think it was just Simonez matte black. Was it matte black paint? Oh, whatever, can't remember. And the case was hunter green. It was plastic coat, plastic paint basically. And so the case is green, keyboard's nice and black, nice stickers on it and stuff like that. And then the inside, as I say, there was the A500 mini, C64 mini. The Arduino is in the middle on display. Window has been cut for me, especially acrylic, plexiglass, whatever you call it. Nice sticker on top. And the whole thing works quite well, to be honest with you. So one of the first problems I encountered was this Arduino. Now, it wasn't the Arduino was the problem, it was me. I velcroed it down, it was nice, all nice on display, and I was near completion. I just had to move the C64 slightly. Now, the C64 and the A500 mini, they're glued down with the world's strongest velcro. I can't remember what the name of it now, but it was from B&M, it was like £7 for a metre or something like that. And I was slowly pulling it, and as I pulled it, that was connected to the power basically, and it just pulled it up, and I lifted off. You can't see it there because it's gone now, but I lifted off the USB connector, and it was just like bing. There probably is a way of fixing it, but I just couldn't be bothered, so I just bought another one. And I've sort of left the project for a week because I say I've been doing spectrum things and stuff like that. Other things have gotten away, and today I thought, you know what, just get off your ass and just do it. Right, so under the hood, there we go. I can literally hold it and it's not going to fall. It's all velcroed on. So first things first, we have a USB hub. Now the power for that is round the side, and also next to that is a joystick extension for the C64 Mini just there. Now, as I mentioned before, the Arduino, which is the sort of flux capacitor of this build, there she is there. It only works with the A500 Mini, so it doesn't work with this. So how do I get around it? Well, it's quite simple. A wireless keyboard, it's down there. It's just completely works flawlessly. And then what else I've got now is this power bank here. I was originally using this USB hub to power a strip of LED lights, which I'll show you in a minute. Will light the two up when it's all sort of working and stuff like that. So it was a bit weird on the ampage. Even with a 3 amp plug, it was still sort of like I had issues. So I thought, you know what, stick a power bank on there, and I don't need to use that. And the clever thing to do as well is, if you want to recharge that, all you need to do is just, I'll show you if I can just get me screwy. So basically it's on a trapdoor of the A500, and you basically just do that, take that off, recharge it, and you're good to go. That is a, I think it's a 10,000 mAh, I'm not sure, but it's a powerful power bank, and that will last a set of 5 volt LED lights a bloody good long time anyway. As I say, charge it back up, pop it back on, snap it into place as you would, and you're good to go. Yep, so around the back, as I say, I've got an angled HDMI adapter for the C64 Mini. Now, I didn't want to cut the case any further than I have, so I thought, I know what to do, is just sort of extend them. So the best I can do at the moment is extend it out to here. So obviously you can still use that, and as I say, the A500 Mini one just comes straight out the back anyway. So yeah, a nice angled adapter there, and you've got a wire coming from the power through the power bank. You've got that is your joystick extender, as I say, right to the end there with 2 USB ports there. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say about it, other than like, it was a bit of a bore, like, because like, it was just obviously things didn't fit and stuff like that. These wires, as I say, I've tried to get them as tidy as I can, but once the keyboard's on, once the case is on, you're not going to see any of that, like, so yeah. But yeah, the main sort of thing I wanted was the Arduino on display as well. So as you can see there, it's nestled right in between the two computers. And yeah, as I say, I'm quite happy with it. It's as I say, it's a bit of fun. I'm no expert in these things, and I'm certainly no sort of like expert builder or anything like that. Well, not builder, but you know, like whatever you call them. But yeah, so yeah, and that's it really. So another thing you're probably thinking as well is, okay, that's all good and well, but how are you going to use the memory cards and stuff like that? Well, at the moment, this build is just primarily for stock C64 and stock A500s. At a later date, I'll probably come up with something, possibly a mini USB hub or something, that will make two consoles computers work with the two memory thingos. Now I've got one here, little stubby ones like that. That's on the Raspberry Pi. So I'll just get this out, actually show you properly. So you've probably seen these were exclusive to Smiths in the UK, and as I say, there's no sort of way of me putting it in. I mean, there probably is, but you know, the Arduino takes up one of the ports on the A500 Mini as well, so I've lost one for that. And as I say, this one here as well, it'd be nice if I get it stuck out at some point, but up to now, it's just, as I say, it's just primarily a stock console computer, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I'm well happy with it. I mean, you know, there's probably people sitting there now thinking what a mess, blah blah blah, but just a bit of fun for the last few weeks, just to keep my mind occupied and stuff like that. So I'm quite impressed at the way it's come out, to be honest with you. The leads, they're just off eBay. Everything's pretty much off eBay apart from the Arduino, which was from Retro 32. These little sort of rubber stoppers for the keys. Everything was on eBay. Just Google angled HDMI adapters, Google, you know, extension leads, USB extenders and stuff like that. The Velcro, as I say, was from B&M stores in the UK, and it is very, very, very bloody sticky. So without further ado, what I'll do, I'll put it all back together and I'll show you this sort of turned on with the lights all working, and hopefully it's one that's very well received. So yeah, as I say, it's just primarily just for me and sort of a bit of fun my end, so you know what I mean. But people are always sort of quick to judge and sort of like, you know, they're offended if you cut these cases. But like I've said, I haven't cut it really that much, to be honest with you. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, so I'll just explain a few things before we carry on. So first things first, this window I have left purposely not glued down, just in case I need to get into it. So that's there, sort of like, you know, cut, so it just doesn't have to sort of stay down all the time. That sticker, they're on eBay. Just Google Intel Inside stickers. Basically just put down in a message what you want. And then I decided on emulation inside. Now, the way to turn the C64 on, when you turn this on, it comes on automatically. The C64 has always done it. So, well, the way to turn it off, I should say. So, where I've cut the case in the past, you basically just lean in and you just do that. Keep your finger on it and it turns on or off. Now, the A500 is slightly more sort of complex. Like I say, I didn't want to cut the case any sort of more than I have to. So, basically, it is a case of just shoving your finger in there and turning it on, or you can probably use a pen. But yeah, to save cutting that bit, and I just thought, yeah, I can reach it there. So, you know, I'll just stick your little finger in, and it powers on. The lights, now the lights are cheap eBay ones for around about £4. Just a basic strip of 5-volt LEDs, and they just basically sit. Let me see if I can just turn this around for you. So there's the wire there. The wire will come down, powered by the power bank, and then I've just sort of put them along the top there. So you get, there's, yeah, I can definitely see some of it just fell off there, so I'll have to fix them as well, because the glue's not very good on them. So yeah, so that's a little look around this just before we kick things off. Also, the Arduino as well does power the lights as well on the original keyboard, and as I say, you know about them as well. There's the power for the USB hub, and then there's the joystick extender. Works well. Got a slight little bit of a thing poking out there, but hey ho, nothing in this world is perfect, I'm afraid. Right, okay, we're all set up. Right, we're going to go for the C64 first, and as you can see, the lights are on. And the cool thing about this is it comes with a little remote control, so you can turn them on, turn them off, and basically just change the colour to suit your mood. You know, we have all flashing like a disco, you know, purple or pink, blue, white, and then you got the brightness and stuff like that. We're just going to keep it on white for now. So, turn the TV on. Here we go. And now we shall power on the beast. And there we go. Right, so I've got the first joystick that was brought out by Retro Games Limited, which is for the C64 Mini. And as you can see, so you've got an extender from the USB port right down and right out through the side of the A500 case. And there we go, works absolutely brilliant. And then what we're going to do is, as I mentioned before, can't use the keyboard, it will not work with the C64 Mini. So let me just go on to, there's a load of games on this, C64 in fact. Right, so we're going to go on to C64 Basic. And then we're going to grab, now where have I put it? So I've just got this, it's called Equatech. It's pretty much a cheap USB wireless keyboard. It was a tenner in Home Bargains in the UK. And there you go. So if I just go C64, oh, it's gone right the way back actually. Right, so C64 mini working inside an original, that's original, oh well, A500 case. Pink. I just thought, you know, a wireless one would work better because you wouldn't have the sort of thing of another wire now. So with it being wireless, you can leave that as it is. You can leave your joystick plugged in and you can put that on your lap if you ever need it. Pick it up, use it, pick it up, use it, put it down. You know, as you can see there, both things work absolutely flawless. There's no sort of you know, issues with it. I'll just quickly throw a game on. Now, one of my favourite games of all time, School Days. So press a key to play. Now I'm going to use the keyboard just to show you. There we go. And it's working. So do you want to put names in? We'll go yeah. So we'll have Eric, which is not me mate Eric, by the way. How did I use this anyway? Was it? So press C to change name. Oh no, so yeah, sorry. Doing it wrong. Just get off this actually. Let's get out of this. So it was C to change name in it. So we'll call him C64. Oh, you can't have numbers. We'll call him Colin or Coln. Call him Colin. There we go. You just see it there, and then away he goes. So can we get off this now actually, because it's taking up a bit of time. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just put a quicker one on. Speedball 2. One player game, knockout. Press fire, escape all that. And there we go. Fully working. No issues whatsoever. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to flip sides. We're going to plug the A500 mini in, and I'll show you that one working as well. Just scored as well. Happy days. Right, okay, so I just thought I'd show you the A500 mini setup before we continue. So that is a look around the back. You've got your HDMI coming out. You've got your mouse and you've got your joypad as well, and this one here powers the Arduino, which in turn powers the keyboard. So yeah, at a later date I could probably extend this, and I'm going to have the little USB sticks for more games, but for now it's primarily just as a stock sort of system. So yeah, that's a look around the back. So now we're going to switch things on. And I'll show you how the A500 mini works with emulation inside case. Right, so we have California games. Let's get rid of that. Put in all events. And there's my name, GEORGETOOHEY and Y. You can't have the full name because it's only a few things. So yeah, so there you have it. We can delete that as well if you want, as you can see there. So you can have Commodore. Oh, there we go. Works absolutely beautifully. So if we just come out of that, as I say, there's the joypad working. Now, what mouse game have we got? Just to show you the mouse working as well. The Simon the Sorcerer. Was that a mouse game? Let's have these going off their heads, eh? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Pull it. We'll have blue? No? Yellow. Right, so is Simon the Sorcerer? It's a mouse game, yeah. So, just to show you the mouse is working as well. There you go. So there's the mouse. Just there. Just off shot. And then there it is working there. So yeah, there you go. A fully functional A500 Maxi Frankenstein dual computer, whatever you want to call it. It works absolutely beautifully. Right, okay, so I've decided to show you the working in Workbench, to be honest with you. So T-O-O-H-E-Y Tech and Gaming. Just get me thingy out there, just see if you can see it on the screen. So there you go, a little look at my wonderful creation. Love it or hate it. It was just a little bit of fun with a severely damaged case. Really, I should have got some pictures of when I got it back in the day, good 7, 8 years ago. Yeah, so it was never going to be used as an original case again. So yeah, it was just like a little bit of fun. So firstly, I would like to thank my mate Phil for helping me with the wires. Now originally the flex on the wires I was cutting to get more of a bend, and I went a bit stupid with the razor blade and I cut through one of the flexes right through the wire. So Phil suggested other sort of methods, and also the method with the angled HDMI adapters as well. So cheers for that, matey, all good in the hood there. Secondly, Carl Dyson from Retro32 for bringing this Arduino board to my attention, because without that none of this is possible. So it's any hate directed at Carl, because without him this project wouldn't have been a thing. Nah, I'm joking. I'll pop a link in the description if you want to buy one of the Arduino boards. If you're sort of thinking about doing something like this, just do it. It's if it's yours, you own it. Do what you want with it, basically. So yeah, and also, cheers to Retro Games Limited for bringing these computers or consoles, whatever you want to call them, to our attention, because without these this would not be possible. So all that's left me to say now is it's goodbye from, and I've just got to watch because the little thing will fall out. It's goodbye from her or him, whatever you want to call him, and it's also goodbye from me. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Right, okay, so for today, I don't quite know how to say it, but rain has stopped play. The first issue, my joystick extender for the C64, I stupidly cut through the wire while taking off the, that little thing that bends to stop it from sort of snapping on that, whatever you call it, I don't know. Now the second one is quite embarrassing, totally my fault. So the Arduino was here and I velcroed it down, it was all secure, but I had to then lift this up a little bit, to get the joystick extender out that I just cut. Should have disconnected it, and I've lifted, I don't know if you can see on camera there, lifted the pads. So maybe try and fix it myself, or embarrassingly contact Carl, see if he can fix it for me. But yeah, unfortunately it was going so well. All I had to do was install the lights and it was all done. As you can see, I've got the USB hub in, which powers the A500 Mini. C64 is powered by the hub. The Arduino was there, sitting pretty. It was in, it was all connected, and frustration. So the next time you see me, we'll hopefully have some more parts and it will crack on with this build. Right, okay, so today's video will be made possible by one of these, C64 Mini, one of these, the A500 Mini, and also one of these, which is a keyboard adapter, which allows your original Amiga 500 keyboard to work with an A500 Mini. Rightio, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to stick these down with Velcro, because in all honesty, you don't want to see me for 2 or 3 minutes sticking this down. So I will report back in a minute when I've hopefully Velcroed them down. I forgot to mention, also helping me today is Miss Grey Pusscat. Say hello. You stay there though, just think on this. Right, so just 10 minutes in, I've put the Velcro on. As you can see, it's very sticky. I'm just having a little bit of trouble just getting it all sort of lined up. So I'll get back to you hopefully when I've sorted this out. Right, so here is the Arduino / Pro Micro going in. See a tiny bit of Velcro on the back, that's all you need. Right, that's it. Let's stick this baby in. I think around about there. Probably do. Pull that wire down. It moves slightly, but I don't really want to put loads of Velcro on it. But as you can see there, it's on display. It just needs this wire now just going in the joystick port, and then we're nearly done. Last thing I'm going to install is the LED lights. I'm going to have to try and put them in a way where when I take the case top off, it doesn't sort of like, you know, it's not attached to them basically. So I'm going to have to figure out a way of how to power the lights or install the lights basically without sort of like any interference.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Chewy.